Hi everyone, I've just attended a talk with Guy Emmerson, who's the head of talent acquisition at Amazon. As you can tell, my background is different. I'm actually filming this from RecFest, which is a massive recruitment festival, and AI is one of the big topics. There's basically nowhere you can go on the discussion around talent without discussing AI. Now, I know you guys loved the video that I did on the CEO note from Andy Jassy, who's the CEO of Amazon, but I thought I'd just give you a quick insight of you on how they're using AI internally on the talent team and the kind of bots and the ways in which they're applying AI. Now, you know Amazon likes to build their own tools, so there's three main tools. There are no surprises here. So the first tool they have is a hiring manager bot. Now, Amazon is a large global organization, and as I can imagine, the talent team is incredibly swamped. So they've created this bot, which basically answers the initial questions that a hiring manager might have. And then if there's something more specific, of course, they'll be able to talk to the team. So again, it's all about not using AI to make decisions, but to help people to make better decisions and to help people to move through the process quicker. Now, the second tool, again, this is low-hanging fruit. They have a bot that helps them to put together interview notes and collate them and make them work. There are lots of tools in the market outside of Amazon that do this. MetaView, Granola, only to name a few. So no surprise that they have built a bot for that. But also the third thing is Amazon typically have quite complicated offers. They'll have elements of equity and all of that. So they've created an offer bot, which basically helps the hiring manager or the TA team or whoever is putting the offer together to include some of the more complicated elements. So those are three tools that they're using internally. There's nothing there that's a major surprise. I think the key in all of this is understanding that people are not using AI internally to make decisions. They're just using AI to improve the process, to help them to move things quicker, to help them to make a bit more strategic decisions, and to help them to process the large amount of applications that they are getting in. Guy also mentioned that they encourage a culture of experimentation. So they had a global competition for the Amazon recruiting teams where they came up with apps. Now, unsurprisingly, Amazon has a very strict compliance and risk process. So any tools that they use internally will go through that process. So some of the apps that did well in the competition are currently in that process as we speak. As we're at a festival and using festival analogy, I just thought that this was a really interesting way to go backstage and just to get a glimpse of how Amazon recruiting teams are using AI internally and how they approach the process.